Steve Cooper, Rank Success, and this is another video in the short series of videos I'm doing for police officers going for promotion, sergeant and inspector primarily, around the competency and values framework and the 6 CVF competencies or behaviours that are assessed in promotion processes, interviews or other assessment selection processes. So this one today is about we are analytical. Okay, and this is one that often throws people because they say, Steve, I'm an acting sergeant and I have no idea where to start with this one. We're analytical. So again, taking the kind of thought and introduction from my previous videos, start with a good old-fashioned pencil and piece of paper and write down what you think it means. Being analytical. We are analytical. Why is that relevant to policing? How is that relevant to your role? Then go and have a look at the dictionary terminology for it before you go anywhere near the CVF descriptors, because if you haven't formed that basic understanding yourself, sometimes the CVF can be a confusion, as has been mooted by lots of officers, and it can mystify the relevance of what's being tested. So if you look at the dictionary, it says being analytical, we analyse, is about examining, we examine, we inspect, we survey, we scan, we scrutinise. So when have you done that? You know, how do you do that? In what kind of areas of policing do you do that in your roles at the moment? And what do you analyse? You know, what is it you're actually analysing? Data, information, viewpoints, perspectives. You're combining evidence to ascertain and make meaning, to get to the root of problems and challenges and issues, and to inform your decisions. So that's what you're doing. Critical thinking is part of it. So not accepting status quo, applying your own thoughts to it, asking questions. That's, to clarify things and to remove ambiguity, and to reduce complexity, because that's what good leaders do. Yeah, good leaders don't always have all the answers, but they do ask the right questions. And a good way of doing that is being analytical. So you can be analytical by asking questions. Horizon scanning. What's the best available evidence to drive policy? So, having a look at horizon scanning, your force will have lots of horizon scanning information to try and look at what's coming around the corner over the horizon in the future. So horizon scanning is a good way of you being analytical. And this competency, we're analytical, is another good competency. If you remember, we take ownership was about decision making. Well, if you want to demonstrate this competency, well, we're analytical. Where are you more analytical than ever before at any time in policing? And generally it's at stage 1 of the NDM, the National Decision Model. You gather information, you analyse, you verify, you check and assess information. So if you want to say, where am I as a cop, analytical and demonstrating that competency, stage 1 of the NDM is where you are. So you gather information, you analyse, you verify, check and assess it. And when you get new information, you go back to the beginning again, because information's changed. That may affect your decision. It may affect your outcome. It may inform you thinking slightly differently and help you be analytical. You want to make sure that your decision is aligned to the code of ethics, the mission, the vision and the values. You use your professional judgment as part of it to take action. Use discretion as a police officer. So this competency, we are analytical, isn't as confusing as it sounds. It's not about numbers as such. It's about you making meaning of information, trying to consider different sources of information, and often you may get asked a question for your application. Give us an example of where you've considered information from different sources and where you've had to make a decision. So it may be a decision question, or it may be just that. Give us an example of where you've had to consider information from a number of different sources to take action. So again, another quick insight really into the CVF competencies. We are analytical. I hope that's been helpful. I'm enjoying doing these videos. They're only just a short little introduction to each of the competencies. But if you want to see the other videos that I release, you can subscribe to this channel. If you want to take your progress a little bit further, you can book onto a masterclass right now. You can download a digital guide and hit the ground running. And you can follow me on social media. So Twitter is @rank_success and Facebook is Rank Success. I'll be doing another video shortly. Until then, you take care.